I've just kind of always been involved in things, and I think it's kind of led up to like me just kind of being constantly stressed and like a little bit anxious and always like putting like pressure on myself to do the best that I can, which when I like let myself down, it's really like bad. I'm Carrie Sayer. I'm an economics and American studies double major, and I'm concentrating in media studies and management studies. On campus, I'm involved in the student activities committee, Alpha Phi Omega. I work in the marketing and communications office, and that's kind of it.
So my name's Nathan Sandy. I'm a bio and possibly Norwegian double major with like a pre-med track. And I'm a busy Oli because I'm in Philharmonia, the rowing team, APO, as well as just like a pretty heavy course load.
So my name is Pete. I'm a Spanish and biology double major. I'm a junior here at St. Olaf, and I'm a pre-med student.
In a normal week, I'll try to do like a bunch of different activities with Alpha Phi Omega and like some stuff with the Piper Center I've done before, and yeah, stuff for work too.
Ooh, my past week, I think kind of the consensus on campus was that the past week was very busy for everyone. I had an orgo lab practical on Thursday morning, then an orgo exam Thursday, then Norwegian and psych exams on Friday. Spent all Friday night trucking for the Phil concert, so setting up in Bow for the Phil concert today on Saturday. Had rehearsal all this morning for Phil, and then I have a Phil concert later today. And that's with like regular practices, regular rehearsals too during the week. So
Right, so there's the regular things, the classes and the clubs and things like that that happen every week, and then it's all the little things that fall in the middle that fill up all the gaps, right? So So starting off with classes, and then I have 2 labs, and then various meetings, whether it's for like a group presentation or things like that. I also have 2 volunteer things that I'm doing, and I'm trying to think what else. I have jazz band twice a week, and so yeah, it doesn't feel like a lot until you're actually in the process of doing it, and you just gotta follow what your calendar tells you to do, I guess.
I think the most stressful part is like taking time for myself just to like unwind and decompress. I will very frequently like be saying yes to so many different things, but finding the time to say, like, I rarely say no. Like, I need to take time to like go do something for myself. So that's kind of the most stressful part, but yeah.
yeah, I say specifically this week I kind of felt more drained just because I didn't have as much time to just do the normal like self-care relaxation kind of things that I normally do. I felt okay. I didn't feel overwhelmed at all or anything, but definitely a higher level of stress, not quite as much sleep as I normally get.
So my first year, I went to an advising session, and foolish me, a freshman pre-health student, I asked. So there was like a panel or something, and I said, I raised my hand and I said something like, so in your time here at St. Olaf, did you ever feel overwhelmed or anxious about something? And like, what did you do to come over that? And like the pre-health students on the panel, they kind of just like looked at each other and laughed, because like it's every week.
How do you sort of create that balance of making sure you're getting things done, staying ahead on your work, but also taking time for yourself so that you don't just,
Yeah.
self-destruct?
I kind of don't. I kind of just like, I like to feel like I'm always doing something to like better myself or like better others. So if I'm just like not being productive, I don't really enjoy that.
During the week, if I'm just sitting there and not really doing anything, I definitely do have that sense of like, I don't know, I honestly get kind of stressed because I feel like I should always be doing something or getting ahead in something, and I kind of think that's a culture that the academics at St. Olaf tend to promote a little bit, for better or for worse.
I do, when I play trumpet, that is pretty relaxing. And when I'm in jazz band, like that's really fun to go and to rehearse twice a week for an hour. It's a really nice way to break things up. But the counter to that is that it's not always super relaxing, because if I'm preparing for a concert or something and I have these solos, it actually converts into like a source of extra stress. It's I'm going to be up on stage and I'm going to have to make up for a total of like 7 minutes. I had like 4 solos in the concert last night, and so I have to be improvising on the spot what I'm going to be playing. And so I have to prepare for that, and so there's like a stress, so it's a pressure that I have to be well prepared enough for that, or I have to get my notes when it's closer to concert time.
The fact that students are busy like all the time here, there is a thing, I feel like when I talk to domestic students, the only thing that they want to talk about is their workload. That is so sick. My name is Seren, and I'm an exchange student just for the fall semester from Germany, and I have 2 majors. I'm majoring in German and English.
So we recently came back from Thanksgiving break. Did you guys feel like that was a needed kind of pause in the schedule? Did you feel recharged after, or just more overwhelmed when you came back?
Personally, I don't like, it wasn't life or death. Like, I didn't like need it, but it was super, super nice to have. I didn't bring any work with me, which I definitely paid the price for when I got back. That Sunday when I got back was a little rough. But it was so nice to just be able to like hang out with my family and like watch football and not really have a care in the world for that 2 to 3 day span. It was really nice. And yeah, when I got back, I definitely did feel a little bit recharged. So
for me, you take your homework home and you kid yourself into like thinking you're gonna get something done, and you start doing homework. And for me, it's like, oh, my sister will come along, my 8-year-old sister will come along, and she'll be like, oh, like, do you want to like play Jenga or like read a book or something? Do like something that like for kids, like I haven't seen her in like months,
right.
And she wants to like hang out with me. And I'm like, oh yeah. It's like I have my like genetics textbook open, and I'm like got like a lecture playing and stuff. I'm like, no, like this just does not matter right now. Like I'm right here right now. I'm gonna like hang out with my sister.
During breaks, I don't know, I kind of felt that over Thanksgiving too. It's like I didn't have constant stuff to be doing, so I definitely did think about like, is this really what I want to be doing? Like, do I want to be on my way to med school where I'm just gonna go to 10 more years of school and then work hard for 40, 50 years and then retire? Like, is that what I want? So I agree with that. Like, the more free time you have, the more you can reflect, which, I don't know, that can definitely negatively impact people. I don't think it's a bad thing all the time, though. Absolutely not. Like, reflection, I think, is really important for growing as a person and really, like, deciphering what you want to do.
That's what really bothers me, is that it's just about work, and there is no emotion. We as human beings are not only about work. We have other parts as well, like emotionally stuff which is going on, and I don't know. And this should be equally important to work for me.
Sometimes when I really am done with my work for the day or whatnot, I'm sitting there in my room or whatever, I'm getting stressed because like it feels like I should be getting ahead and doing something to prepare myself and make it easier later on, but that's also taxing in itself, and I really should be taking time to just relax. I don't know if you guys have that same feeling.
Yeah,
sometimes.
It's like guilt.
Yeah, it's like I'm guilty because I feel guilty because I should be doing something right now.
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling because it should be natural to take a few hours every day for yourself.